Welcome to Digital Learning by DCE. I'm Nandana NG, Assistant Professor of English. This session will concentrate on the elements of the plot in relation to the short story titled The Last Leaf, which is prescribed for first semester BCom English. The contents of this presentation: learning objectives, that is the student, what exactly the objectives can the student look forward to. The session outcome, what are the things that the student will learn through the course of this session or presentation. Recap of previous knowledge. Recap of previous knowledge is of utmost importance, as recapitulating or reminiscing, remembering what has been learnt in the previous session will help the student to bridge the gap between the past and understand the present session much better, and also link it to the future sessions. The main crux of this presentation is the plot of the story. The plot of the story, or as simply told, it is the story, what exactly happens in the story as such. But then we are going to give it a literary reading. So the elements of the plot: exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution are going to be seen in the context of the story The Last Leaf. And then in the end, we'll have a recapitulation, or we'll try to sum up what all has been learnt in this particular session. Later, we'll assess ourselves through the help of multiple choice questions based on the present session. The learning objective of this session. The primary objective of this session is to review the characteristics of the literary elements of a plot. Plot is something, a whole concept by itself, but then without the following elements, the plot will cease to exist. In fact, plot is considered the heart of the story. Without a plot, there is no story as such. There needs to be a plot. But for a plot to be successful, these are the various phases or elements, literary elements, that makes the plot successful. So in this session, in the learning objectives, we are going to trying to learn what is an exposition, what is rising action, what is a climax, what is a falling action, and what is resolution in the context of the story The Last Leaf. First, let us try to recapitulate what exactly we learned in the previous session. In the previous session, we came to the conclusion, or we understood, that significance of art is one of the central themes in The Last Leaf. We also saw how psychosomatic problems can be cured by treating the patient psychologically. We saw how Johnsy is suffering from pneumonia, which has ailed her, or which is a physical sickness, but then she has to be treated psychologically. And then we also saw the empathetic understanding of human relationships, the various human relationships as depicted in the short story, the relationship between Sue and Johnsy, Sue and Johnsy's relationship with Burham, Burham's relationship with others, etc. All these can be seen very clearly. And then sacrifice as a major concept for the sake of others' betterment. And we also saw the significance of willpower. In fact, we even saw Johnsy's belief that her fate or destiny is tied to the falling ivy leaf outside her window. But then on the other extreme, or on the other side, the doctor believed in a person's individual will to recover. So in fact, we can say that the conflict here is between fate and individual will. Fate, or as it is meant to happen, or whether an individual's will or determination to overcome fate. And then in the end, we saw hope is what keeps mankind alive. So in this session, we'll try to see how, what is a plot. First of all, we'll try to see what is a plot, identify the plot in The Last Leaf. We'll do a plot analysis in a short story The Last Leaf. We'll try to see the elements, literary elements like exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution in the context of the short story. And we'll also identify the relevance of language in literature. Before we proceed, let us have a look at the characters involved in the story. The four primary characters are Johnsy. In fact, her name is Joanna, but she is known as Johnsy. She is an young artist who lives with Sue in a studio apartment in Greenwich Village. Sue is a friend of Johnsy, who is also a young artist. In fact, their shared common passion for art is what has kept them together. Behram is an old artist who lives near Sue and Johnsy. In fact, he lives downstairs. He is alone and miserable. The fourth character, though not prominent but also plays a very important role, is the doctor. He is the one who diagnoses Johnsy with illness and who says that if Johnsy doesn't have the will to live, she cannot survive. The plot analysis or the elements of plot analysis can be seen here. Exposition. Exposition means exposition tries to give us a glimpse of the characters. First, we need to have a background information. The story should start at some point. So we can say that exposition is the starting point. The various characters involved, the setting. Where exactly are the characters situated? Is it a home? Is it a factory? Is it a studio? And what is the problem? How the problem appears in their so-called comfortable lives? So all these things can be seen in exposition. And then, like the graph indicates, we can see that there is a sort of rising action. Rising action is nothing but events which increases the conflict. Some sort of trouble has started in the exposition here, which increases here in the rising action part. Later, we can see that it starts peaking. There are multiple spikes there, and then it reaches a point called the climax. The climax can be defined as the high point in conflict, that is the point of no return, as if there is some sort of a morbid element, that it is as if it's the end of something. But then the climax always is followed by falling action. After the climax, things start falling into place, and then the action which has rose to a peak starts falling down. So falling action can be defined as the events after the climax, and then in the last we have resolution. Resolution is nothing but the way things fall into place, and then it can be defined as life afterward the problem. So once again, exposition, the how the characters are, the setting, what are the conflict, rising action, how the events increase conflict, climax, the high point or the peak of conflict, and then how it falls down, the falling action, events after climax, and last the resolution, how the things come out into the open or the life afterward the problem is solved. Exposition. In the very beginning, we see that Sue and Johnsy meet in a restaurant called Delmonico's in a Greenwich village. The friends share a common passion for art. They become friends when they meet at the restaurant. They decide to share a studio on the top of a three-story brick house, and they decide to pursue their career as painters. So in the exposition part, we meet the characters, the setting, that is their house, how their life is. It's comfortable, not luxurious, but somehow they manage to pursue their careers as painters. Now starts the conflict, the first indication of trouble. In the month of November, Johnsy falls victim to pneumonia. In one of my earlier presentations, I had indicated that O. Henry has depicted pneumonia as a male visitor, a strange male visitor to the neighborhood. In fact, the strange male visitor has met many people, and Johnsy too has fallen a victim to him there. Now, Johnsy is suffering from pneumonia, but then she becomes depressed and loses her will to live. Right next to her bed was a window, and when she looked out, she could see an old ivy creeper, the leaves of which kept falling. Somehow, Johnsy associated the falling of the leaves with her death. So, the conflict of the story, or the conflict of this particular story, is man versus self. In fact, this is the conflict between Johnsy or within Johnsy herself, her pessimistic attitude versus her determination to live. And then we can see her hope also wilted like the leaves from the ivy vine, how the leaves kept falling. So similarly, Johnsy's hope also started deteriorating. So we can see the conflict or the problem that has arose immediately after the exposition. Next, rising action. Now the conflict keeps aggravating. The problems seem to increase. And what are the problems? The rising action involves how pneumonia has struck the village. Johnsy is not the only victim. In fact, pneumonia has struck the village. Johnsy contracts pneumonia, and the doctor has no much hope for her. And when the doctor visits Johnsy, he can see that Johnsy is physically sick. But more than that, she has made up her mind not to live. Lastly, Johnsy believes that her remaining days are related to the number of leaves left on an ivy vine she sees outside her window. This somehow seems to pull her down. The very thought that her life is tied to the falling of leaves reinforces the concept of pessimism. And Johnsy is adamant as in very obstinate, stubborn, determined that when the last leaf falls, she will die. So the rising action, we can see how pneumonia has struck the village. Johnsy is a victim. Doctor has no hope for her, and Johnsy is adamant that when the last leaf falls, she will die. There are a few more events which are increasing the conflict. The doctor predicts that Johnsy won't survive if she doesn't find the will to live. In fact, the doctor opines in one instance that maybe Johnsy is depressed over a man, but Sue very firmly defends her friend and says Johnsy is not depressed over a man. And the doctor says if she doesn't have the will, she cannot survive. Now, distraught or full of trauma, Sue doesn't know what else to do. She confides in old Behram, the painter who lives downstairs, about Johnsy's plight. Added to all this, nature also seems to be adding to the conflict there because a persistent cold rain, persistent means a continuous cold rain, coupled as in added with strong winds and snow fell throughout the night. Inside the house, the mood was somber, morbid, miserable. Outside also the weather was cold, strong winds and snow fell throughout the night. Climax. So after the violent night, as expected, Johnsy was had anticipated that the last leaf would have fallen and she too would die. But in the morning, when morning arrives, Sue raises the shade at Johnsy's request and finds that the leaf is still on the vine. Both are surprised. In fact, Johnsy is more surprised than Sue there. In fact, she is literally shocked there because she had thought the last leaf would have fallen after the violent storm of the night. How did the leaf survive? Falling action, we realize how the conflict has come down, and now Johnsy realizes she was wrong to anticipate her death. In fact, due to her newfound will to live, she gets better from her sickness, and the doctor comes to check on her the next day. He gives a positive prognosis. But then he also conveys the bad news that old Behram has been hospitalized for pneumonia. So in the following action, we can see Johnsy getting better, but then we also see old Behram hospitalized for pneumonia. Resolution. This is when the things come out, the life afterward the climax. Sue tells Johnsy that the leaf that she is seeing outside, the leaf that has given Johnsy all the hope to live, isn't real, but the one painted by Behram. In fact, Behram has painted the leaf by standing out in the violent night. Being a 60-year-old man, it has taken a toll on his life. He stood out on a ladder with a lantern and painted his masterpiece. So old Behram dies from pneumonia after his great sacrifice in painting the leaf. The leaf becomes his masterpiece. But then this masterpiece gave Johnsy the hope to live. Yes, it cost Behram his life, but then he successfully managed to finish the masterpiece and also gave Johnsy the hope to live. So in the resolution, we can see that hope is actually what keeps mankind alive. Recapitulation. So let us just try to sum up what we learned in this session. Exposition. The events as it starts. Sue and Johnsy meet in a restaurant and decide to stay together in a studio at Greenwich Village. And there is everything seems to be comfortable, but the first indication of conflict. It starts when Johnsy gets sick with pneumonia and loses the will to live. The rising action. Johnsy is adamant that when the last leaf falls, she will die. Events increasing conflict. The doctor who visits them predicts that Johnsy won't have much chance of survival if she doesn't find the will to live. Climax. When morning arrives, Johnsy finds that the leaf is still on the vine. Falling action, Johnsy finally realizes that she was wrong to anticipate her death. Due to her newfound will to live, she gets better from her sickness. Resolution, old Behram dies from pneumonia after his great sacrifice in painting the leaf that is his masterpiece that gave Johnsy hope to live. So in this session, we saw what is the plot of the last leaf, the plot analysis and the various literary elements associated. Let us try to gauge our knowledge that we have accumulated through these simple multiple choice questions. The first question, Which neighborhood is the story set in? Long Island City, Greenwich Village, Tribeca, or Washington Square Park? The answer is Greenwich Village. Where do Sue and Johnsy meet for the first time? It was mentioned in the exposition part how Sue and Johnsy met in a restaurant called Delmonico's and decided to stay together and pursue their career as painters. Where is Sue from? Sue, the options given are New York, Maine, California, Minnesota. Sue is from Maine. What month does Johnsy fall ill? In the conflict part, we saw how pneumonia struck the entire village and Johnsy fell sick in the month of November. According to the doctors, what was the cue to her illness? The doctor who visited her, what did he suggest? Medicine, strong medicines, her own willingness to live, or love and care? In fact, the answer is her own willingness to live. References. Thank you.